Hey everybody, welcome back to another School Psych blog. I wanted to talk to you guys today. We have an upcoming vacation, so I wanted to give you some ideas that you can do with your kids over the week and a half that we have off, because we all know how vacations can get sometimes, and they can get a little hectic around the holidays, and we can also get on each other's nerves when we're in the house, inside, especially if it's cold or snowing outside. So I just wanted to, talk to you a little bit about things that you can do with your middle schoolers over vacation. And I tried to think outside the box, going shopping, going to the movies, things like that. So I tried to think outside the box to give you some additional ideas. And I got this from another school. They do like a 12 days of Christmas good cheer. And I can't remember what school I got it off of. It's been in my files for a while. So they do this before Christmas, but I also think it's a good idea to do it after Christmas. First thing I came up with is donate your old toys. Christmas, people get a lot of new toys. Sometimes they purge after Christmas to get the new in. We take the old out. So donating the toys, sometimes you can donate them to the hospital, Friends of Forgotten Children, Salvation Army, are all good places in Concord that you can donate old toys to. Sending cards or visiting the sick or the elderly. Sometimes if you play a musical instrument or you sing, sometimes you can arrange to go and play for, even just a half hour at a nursing home. The elderly absolutely love to hear kids come in and play and sing or read books to them or anything like that. Donating to the animal shelter is also another good idea. Volunteering sometimes you can do at the Concord SPCA. Dropping off old clothing is always important, especially this time of year. Again, Salvation Army, Friends of Forgotten Children are two good places. Sometimes people, if you knit or crochet or you're crafty, I've seen people make scarves, hats, and mittens and leave them with notes around, say, the State House, around different places where there may be people who are transient. So that way they have some warm clothing. There is a new homeless shelter, and I don't remember where it is off the top of my head, but you can also drop those items off there. Donate to a charity online. Maybe research a charity online. There's lots of places. Teachers very often go online when they need things for their rooms. But, maybe research a charity that maybe next year you want to save $1 a week or something like that, that you can donate to a charity at the end of the year. So researching a charity as a family can be fun, and what you're going to donate to, making that a goal over the year. Bake something and give that to somebody who needs it. Lots of times people will talk about how, presents that cost money, this and that. I know for my own family with my nieces and nephews, we've kind of stopped the present buying, and so we do things together. And one of the things that I do is I spend time with each of my nieces and nephews, and we do some baking together. And then sometimes we give it away, sometimes we eat it. So that's another fun activity that you can do. Surprise your neighbors with a goodie. Call a distant relative or a friend. Sometimes we forget to, contact people. We're constantly texting or Facebooking or Snapchatting. Sometimes picking up that phone and actually having a conversation with that person that you haven't spoken to verbally or face to face for some time. Have kind of like a block party, maybe with your neighbors. Maybe it's just get together. Block parties are more outside. But sometimes having friends over, allowing your kids to have friends over, or maybe just doing a giant slumber party as a family. Get out blankets or sleeping bags and stay up late and watch whatever movies you're watching. Having some popcorn together in the middle of the living room can be a really fun time together as a family. Pick a day and perform as many random acts of kindness as you can to strangers. Thinking about holding the door open, paying for the person behind you. It doesn't always have to cost money, but helping somebody who's trying to get something off a higher shelf, or picking things up for people, giving a compliment. So you could also have like a little I just use the word competition because that then it starts to be not, there's no feeling behind it, but performing random acts of kindness and picking a day. Donating to a food bank. We have the Care Closet here. We know many people donate to the food banks this time of year, but food banks need food year round. So that's always important to do. And again, sending, a lot of people send Christmas cards to soldiers overseas. I like to also remind people that soldiers like to receive cards year round. Um, so, whether you're making cards, whether you can pick up cards, sometimes you can pick up blank cards very inexpensively after the holidays. That's where I get a lot of my stuff is after for next year. So sending those out to soldiers is another idea that you can do together as a family. So a lot of these times, you can start off just doing something together. And yes, the middle schoolers may moan and groan a little bit, or they may get right into it. But it definitely creates a family time together and maybe start a new tradition. So I wanted to thank everybody. I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and Happy Holidays. And we will see you in a couple of weeks. Bye.